Marnie the Mortgage Master here. So I promised to introduce you to some industry professionals around the country and give you some tips and tricks. Today I'd like you to meet Janet Haight. She's a realtor in Indiana. Hi Janet, can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Hi, my name is Janet Haight and I'm a realtor and associate broker with Century 21 Breeden Realtors here in Columbus, Indiana. My best friend Denton and I, we've been married for 38 years. We have 6 children and 11 grandchildren.
What do you like to do for fun?
When I'm not out selling houses, you can find me on the People Trail, jogging or biking. You can find me at the Commons with my grandson. Love to play there together. I also love to bake cookies. I love to read, and I love to spend time on the beach with my family.
And how long have you been in the housing industry?
Personally, I've been buying and selling homes for 25 years. I've been working professionally in the housing industry since 2006 when I became a property manager, and I became a licensed realtor in the state of Indiana in 2018.
Can you tell us what you love about this line of work?
I love people, and I love to learn, and I love to share what I learn. I am continually studying the market conditions, attending classes and conferences. I'm a part of the Indiana Association of Realtors Leadership Academy. I'm on the board of directors of the Crossroads Association of Realtors, which gives me the opportunity to serve in our community and helps me to stay on top of the market conditions. It keeps me aware and abreast of what's happening in our industry so that I can have the most up-to-date and accurate information to provide for my clients and affiliates that I work with to be able to help them to make educated decisions through this process.
What are the top 3 tips you'd give to first-time home buyers?
The top 3 pieces of advice that I usually give are: first, start with figuring out your budget. If you have any debts, work on paying those off first. And think about how much money are you comfortable with dedicating for a monthly payment, and make sure that you include taxes and insurance with that house payment. Contact a lender or a couple of lenders as soon as possible who can get you pre-approved for a mortgage. They can really give you good guidance on how much to save for a down payment, what kind of closing costs you're going to need, and they can let you know what the maximum purchase price you can be approved for that fits within that monthly payment amount that you're wanting to stick with. If you're not able to get a pre-approval yet, it's okay. Don't worry, your lender can give you some steps that you can take, that you can work on in order to get that pre-approval on down the road. Next, reach out and talk to several realtors. Ask questions. Find one that you feel comfortable talking with, who's both knowledgeable in the field and who will also listen to you, what you want, what your goals and wishes are. Someone you trust and who's working with you, not one who's trying to push you in a direction that you don't want to go. Find one who answers their phone, who will text you back. Communication is so key through this process. Buying property is, for most people, one of the biggest, if not the biggest, purchase of a lifetime. So it's a major decision. It's an emotional decision. It's important that you have someone that you trust and again you feel comfortable with, who will be walking alongside you throughout this whole process and advocating for you as well. Third, start searching for homes. Go online, see what's out there. Have your realtor set up some showings for you. Go to open houses. With your first home, it's hard to even know for sure what you want and what your money will be able to buy for you. It's really helpful if you can be as open to as many options as possible with that first home to consider. Especially for most of us, our price range is limited when we're buying that first home. So check out different types of homes, different sizes, styles, conditions, homes in different neighborhoods. Consider buying one that even needs a little cosmetic work. Drive around different neighborhoods and areas, maybe even ones that you wouldn't have considered before. And then, as you start looking a little more, you can narrow down the options even further as you discover in the process of looking what you do want and what you don't like. When I have clients who decide that they don't like a home after showing, they'll sometimes say to me, "I'm so sorry I wasted your time." I always answer back, "You are never wasting my time. This is all part of the process. You need to figure out what you don't want in order to figure out what you do want. It's okay. You are never wasting my time."
That's some great advice. Thank you for sharing all that. It's a really tough market right now. Do you have any tips for buyers who are having trouble getting under contract?
Yes, it is a really tough market to buy in right now. My advice is to keep the offer direct and straightforward, without any contingencies if you can. The offers where buyers are not asking anything extra of the seller are getting accepted more frequently. I'm seeing buyers waive inspections, offer to pay seller closing costs, being more flexible with terms. If you really are wanting this house, offer the highest and best offer from the get-go. At the same time, however, don't let this competitive atmosphere cause you to spend more than you really want to. You want to get the right house for you, but you don't want to overspend your budget.
It's a really tough market right now. Do you have any tips for buyers who are having trouble getting under contract?
Yes, it is a really tough market to buy in right now. My advice is to keep your offers direct and straightforward, without any contingencies if you're able to. The offers where the buyer is not asking anything extra of the sellers are those that are getting accepted more frequently, so keep that in mind. Buyers are waiving inspections. They are offering to pay seller closing costs. I'm seeing offers to pay the appraisal gap. When the appraisal comes in low, there's buyers that are willing to pay that difference. If you're really, really wanting this house, offer the very highest and best offer from the get-go and be flexible with the terms as well. At the same time, don't let that competitive atmosphere that we're feeling right now, don't let that cause you to spend more than you really want to.
Thank you, Janet. I really appreciate the advice, and I'm sure our clients will as well.
Thank you so much for meeting with me today, Mari. It's always a pleasure chatting with you and working together with you.
Don't forget to subscribe so I can help you master your mortgage needs.